Hello, Internet world. My name is Paul, and I want to talk to you about wormholes. These need to happen, and here's why. I'm sick of commuting. You should be sick of commuting. We're all sick of commuting. That kind of sounds like that ice cream song, doesn't it? Anyways, we should make wormholes happen. Before I get too far into the wormholes, I do want to point out that I am not an expert and I've spent way too much time alone in my car with the music off. To read the full disclaimer, go ahead and pause the video. Otherwise, we're moving on. The first step in correctly making wormholes is safely plotting the location information. In a fixed 3D space like this, you just take the x, the y, and the z coordinates, plot some points, and then the information in the middle, that's the location and distance information. But reality is not that easy, and here's why. Everything is moving. The Earth is spinning like a top. It's also rotating around the sun. The sun is moving through the universe as it rotates around the Milky Way galaxy. The Milky Way galaxy is just one of billions and billions and billions of galaxies in the universe. Lots of movement going on. Not a very easy process to always constantly know where 2 points are in relation to each other. Well, we can just fix everything with computers, right? We can constantly know where, say, the moon is at in relation to Florida all the time with computers. Maybe we can, but I don't think that we can get a wormhole to smoothly follow those same locations through the universe, and here's why. Latency, it's the speed that computers communicate, also known as lag. I would not go through a wormhole with latency issues, and here's why. Because a wormhole with latency issues is going to subtly shift through the universe, and that subtle shifting is basically going to chop off body parts. I can pretty much guarantee that's not going to go over well with a lot of people. A possible solution to the latency issues comes from quantum science, specifically with entangled particles. This is a very complicated theory, so I'm going to try not to screw it up as I explain it to you. If I do, feel free to throw something in the comments. Basically, reality has lots of layers to it. In this proton example, there's lots of protons. They're all the same proton, but they're different layers and levels and dimensions, whatever. I'm not sure exactly that part. But scientists have figured out how to shoot this proton with a special laser, split the proton, and create two manipulatable particles. And then these particles, even though they're now separated, they're still connected. There's still that bond that's there when they were originally connected. So these particles, if you take one and put it, say, in Florida and send the other one to the moon, they will still respond to each other as if they were the same particle. That's a really weird, spooky thing. Einstein called this whole thing spooky science at a distance. It's kind of a weird mini wormhole situation going on. I am definitely not going to try to explain everything about quantum science to you today. Don't worry. But I do want to say, though, that scientists have been working a long time to build quantum computers. And it seems like it's been an even longer time until it's going to happen. But according to Scientific America, it could happen this year. People could be communicating from Earth to anywhere in the universe instantaneously. A little bit like in Ender's Game with the Ansible. Kind of interesting, huh? The thing, though, that I am most excited for, though, when it comes to quantum computers, is that they might literally hold the key to wormholes. Entangled particles we know defy time and space. There's already this weird burrow connection thing going on. We don't understand it exactly. But once we do understand it, maybe we can just use entangled particles. I don't know, crank up the volume, build something around it, but we can use entangled particles as a frame and build a wormhole on top of those things. A wormhole that is run on that type of computer system would definitely smoothly move through the universe. And that smooth movement would definitely spit things out the way they were intended to, hopefully alive and breathing as well, which I think we can all agree would be a win for wormholes. Okay, now that we're on the same page about computers and quantum science and entangled particles, let's get back to applying wormholes to commuting. At the local level, wormholes are definitely not going to get rid of traffic. Whenever there's a special event and people want to go to it, there's going to be congestion. But with wormholes in the mix, it's going to be a lot less crowded congestion, so to speak. Roads are still going to have people, but there'll be fewer people, and trains will still have people, but there'll be fewer people. And on a global level, people from anywhere in the world, they're not going to have to deal with layovers. They're not going to have to deal with hotels. They're not going to have to deal with rental cars. They can just go to the airports that have been converted to wormhole centrals, walk through their wormhole, attend the event, come back through the wormhole, and then go back to work or go to bed or whatever they were doing. Okay, I know some of you guys are sick of me talking about commuting, so here's some other ideas that we could do with wormholes that would make the world a better place. High priority people could just instantly go to their destination. I know that their security force details would love that idea. Vehicles would no longer need to stop for fuel or supplies. They could just be provided by wormholes. Emergency situations. People wouldn't have to worry about emergency crews getting to them in time. There could just be a button and a closet and a wormhole. Wormhole underwear. There's so many things you could do with wormhole underwear. Trash. Wormholes would relieve a lot of stress when it comes to trash. Food. You could get authentic food anywhere in the world with wormholes. All right, I think we've gone down the rabbit hole enough about this topic. I'm pretty sure I lost a lot of people on wormhole underwear anyways. All right, it's time to wrap this up. Basically, I hate commuting, you hate commuting, lots of people hate commuting. Doesn't matter what form you do it in, it still sucks, right? There's got to be a better way. Wormholes might be a better way. And in order for the wormholes to be a viable option, they need to smoothly move through the universe. Without that smooth movement, it's not going to be a fun process. Next, entangled particles. Entangled particles might be the key to unlocking smooth moving wormholes. I'm excited for quantum computers to come out. Hopefully they do come out in 2017. That would be awesome. And finally, our imagination is our limitation, right? Lots of people say that, but this could be one of those situations where it's like, hey, we could use wormhole in this, and that would be awesome, right? I'm excited to see what happens. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you watched the whole thing, if not, you missed out, I think. I enjoyed making it. If you guys have any comments or ways that my hypothesis is totally screwed up or could be improved, please share them. I would love to hear them. Thank you for your time.